It has been a while since the last time I was able to greet faculty, staff, and students. So what's up on this last day of April? Has April been a good month for you, or it has been like the weather? Sometimes good, sometimes rainy, sometimes dark and dreary. Well, today we have the privilege of looking at God's Word, and specifically Psalm 116. You are encouraged to take some time to read the entire psalm on your own. This week's chapel messages have focused on the word hope. If you're like me, that word has seemed to be at the forefront of our minds. And so I hope that this message finds you in a good place, or that you are not too overwhelmed with work, and I hope you are not super busy. Our hopes seem to be changing constantly nowadays. At least I know mine have. Because these hopes are earthly ones. I'm guessing that some of your hopes have faded away or even perished. And it is during times like these that we need to go to the source of true comfort and true hope that is founded on the fact that the tomb at Easter was empty. Because if the tomb at Easter was empty, then our hope is eternal. So it can never perish, never spoil, or fade. Just like 1 Peter 1 verse 4 says. Psalm 116 is a psalm of great comfort, encouragement, and hope. One that should be read if you are feeling the load is too heavy to bear. Throughout our lives, the Lord continues to love us and give us hope. Psalm 116 is a good roadmap to help you understand why you should have hope in the Lord. Let's take a look at some of the key highlights of these passages. First, we start in verses 1 and 2. I have hope because the Lord hears my prayers. What prayers have been heard and answered for you recently? We continue on. Verse number 3. I have hope because he comforts me when I'm in pain of all sorts and death is shadowing over me. He is close beside me when trouble and sorrow call upon me. Think of those times the Lord has brought you out of a dark place. I have hope because he rescues me when I call on him to deliver me. Think of the times the Lord has rescued you. Verse number 5, I have hope because he is righteous and merciful to me, a sinner who is in need of mercy. Remember those times when God has shown mercy to you even though you don't deserve it. Verse 7, I have hope because he deals with me generously and lovingly, and I can rest and relax because I know he cares for me. Think of those times recently where you have had relief and rest from your anxieties and your stress. And finally, verse 8, we have hope because he wipes away my tears. He understands when we hurt. The Lord protects me from my own foolishness and wickedness. Think of all those times that the Lord has comforted you and kept you even away from greater danger and trouble. And so I pray that the Lord will bring you closer to him as you read Psalm 116. And so take care and be good. God bless you today and always.